Trakina, Yamba, and Shuza left, waiting to see the effects it will have. The Denjimen were confronted by Pollution Raticon. They went into their henshin sequence and did their roll call.
Denji Red! Denji Blue! Denji Yellow! Denji Green! Denji Pink! Denji Sentai! Denjimen!
General Header was there at the battlefield to test the monster's new ability. He was spraying deadly toxic into the city, causing much pain and suffering. What the? The monster isn't a Vader. It's kind of different, said Denji Blue. I agree, said Denji Yellow. Let's be careful. Trakina, Yamba, and Shuza appeared out of thin air as well. What the? More allies of Vader? Said Denji Pink. Don't be foolish. We are of the United Alliance of Evil, said Trakina. And right now we aim to destroy every Super Sentai force there is. Stingers were aided by Dustlers. The Denjimen started to get outnumbered. Not even Denji Green's boxing and Denji Red's karate did any good. They were now severely poisoned by the monster. We can't move, said the Denjimen, poisoned by Pollution Raticon. Fortunately for them, Satoru and his team arrived just on time. They did their henshin and are now ready to fight. Zeo Ranger 4, Blue Ranger, Gao Yellow, and Deca Pink fought the Stingers. Boken Red drew the golden sword to attack the crew and got the Denjimen quickly as possible to the Search Guard time train. Curses, said Trakina. Patience, Trakina. They'll be back for more. Right now we must beat them, said Yamba. They were taken back to Denjiland. The Search Guard time train was positioned in an empty space in the Denjiland since it can appear anytime, anywhere without destroying properties like the Den-O train. I see, the robot dog was there, worried about the Denjimen's condition. This is really bad. They are poisoned with some strange substance, said Satoru. Billy, I heard you were a genius. Could you actually develop some antitoxin? We may need a huge amount right now. Half the city is hit. Good thing I got a sample. I could, said Renn, but I think I need some help in the future. I ran across Ranru and Billy Cranston. We might need her here. I'll call headquarters, said Satoru. At the new skybase, Ranru and Billy are working in the laboratory. Supreme Commander Ryu got the message wide and clear. Renn sent the message. We'll be needing Ranru and Billy here, said Renn via the communicator. I'll send for them both, said Supreme Commander Ryu. As of right now, Director Aya was still sorting out records of people who fell from the sky. At the laboratory, Ranru got the message with Billy. Me? Needed? Said Ranru. I don't care what it is. Combat or not, I'll do my job. Then let me go with you too, said Billy. I could always use your help, said Ranru. Zordon, who was just there, helping with the laboratory work, decided to give his suggestions. Bulk and Skull can be seen moving around boxes to the cafeteria. Ranru, Billy, I suggest you take the teleporter, said Zordon. I created it and you'll get to test it. It will take you to the Search Guard time train immediately. Ranru and Billy got into the teleporter system that would send her to the Search Guard time train. Zordon created the teleporter system between their vehicle and the headquarters. Both of them were taken there immediately. That's bad, just very bad, said Ranru. So I do have to do my analysis. Let's take a look at these. I'm glad to have to know you, Ranru, said Billy. Now I can explore my genius at its fullest. We must analyze the chemical substance here. This is almost like Gaiark material, said Renn. Perhaps the United Alliance of Evil is using some spare Gaiark parts to create the monster. Oh, I hate to think if Botch could be back. Just then, Jun Kia stood up and said, You must take some of my blood sample and all of us to develop the antidote. Got you, said Ranru, who was preparing her syringe to get the blood samples of each and every Denjiman to develop the antidote. Well, we've got to wait, said Renn. On the other hand, you can do us a favor by keeping quiet, said Ranru. We need to concentrate. Sorry, said Renn. Billy was now examining their blood under the microscope. However, he had thoughts of Ranru being an amazing woman after all. Ranru, you definitely are the most amazing person ever, said Billy. Meanwhile, at the city, sights of carnage can be seen. Half the city was getting poisoned. Trakina was laughing. "Oh, this is such a beautiful sight," said Tranza. "Well, I like to imagine if the orgs and bomas would be prematurely released too." Yamba of Darkness and Shuza were laughing too. They were now at the Virlock, reporting to Radiguet. "Sire, half the city is poisoned. At this rate they may have no choice but to surrender to us. Many people have died so far," said Trakina. "Well done," said Radiguet. "On the other hand, make sure you do not lose that crate of diamonds. On the other hand, I can send Mitiko to aid you right now." "Yes, sire," said Trakina. Mitiko entered into the ship and transformed into Abare Killer. It was time for yet another ingenious scheme. Top Galler was also repaired but brainwashed. Mitiko, carry out the final warning of the United Alliance of Evil, said Trakina. "Yes, ma'am," said Abare Killer. Abare Killer was now with Top Galler, who was now going to bait out the heroes as well. "Whoa, this is fun, but I don't remember what's so fun about this," said Abare Killer. At the Search Guard time train, the antidote was now being processed. Fortunately, with the futuristic technology available, they were able to produce more of the antidote. "I guess this should do it," said Ranru. "First tested on the Denjimen before flying Bakaru Pterodon. I have to admit that Zordon guy has helped us a lot." "Too bad, though. We Power Rangers are without mecha here," said Renn. "But we're glad to help out whenever we can." "I'm just glad to be able to help out too," said Ranru with her smile. "You have done good work," said IC, the robot dog. "The Denjimen were recovering from their poisoning." "Finally we can fight again," said Ippy Akai. "Then let's crush them once and for all," said Daigoro Kumiyo. "And when we're victorious, let's eat lots of Anpan bread." "We're with you," said the rest of the Denjimen. They were now ready to spread the antidote via foot. They were in their Denji suits, just in case the Alliance would attack again. "Good thinking, Yellow," said Denji Red. "By having our blood tested, we figured out what kind of toxin need to be administered. These people from the future sure are something," said Denji Yellow. Bakaru Pterodon flew out the portal door of the Search Guard time train from the Sentai year 2011 to meet Ranru. Billy was with her. They finally morphed into Blue Ranger and Abare Yellow. "Mistress Ranru, I am ready to take out the antidote to the sky," said Bakaru Pteranodon. "He's coming with me," said Abare Yellow. Both Blue Ranger and Abare Yellow flew to spread the antidote seeds, which they managed to mass produce in time by sending a sample to the future and then sent back to the past. Just then Top Galler with Abare Killer inside appeared. "Forget it," said Abare Killer. "If you think you can intervene with us, then die." "Mitiko," said Abare Yellow. "You know him?" asked Blue Ranger. "Yes, I know him. He was once an enemy who later became a friend, but now he is enemy again. But he sounds so cold as if he's under hypnosis," said Abare Yellow. After a series of air battles, Top Galler was defeated and sent back in shame. Abare Yellow knew that deep inside, Abare Killer was reformed under his hypnosis. Boken Red, Zeo Ranger 4, Gohan Blue, Gao Yellow, and Deca Pink were at the city, spilling the antidote to the rivers to decontaminate them. "That should be the last of them," said Deca Pink, looking at the job well done. The Denjimen ran into them. It was time for Pollution Raticon to show up. "I think you know what to do now," said Denji Yellow. "The antidote weakened him severely." "Good thinking, June," said Denji Red. "Now let's test it on him." They threw a barrel of the antidote at Pollution Raticon, causing him to scream in pain, as if acid seared his bones. No, I can't believe I'm being easily defeated," said Pollution Raticon. "Now let's finish him with the electric ring," said Denji Red. The Denji Tiger finally arrived, launching the Denji Fighter, who transformed into Dai Denjizen. "Okay, let's finish this, for the people who died from his poisoning," said the Denji men together. However, as they fought, Pollution Raticon managed to melt away their sword. "Oh no," said Denji Pink, "our sword is melted." Boken Red saw the situation was becoming rough. "I think I know what to do," said Boken Red. He activated Suban, who enlarged himself and started beating up Pollution Raticon. "What the?" said Denji Blue. Boken Red said, "Zuban, go to sword mode now. Assist the Denjimen to destroy the monster." "Friend, are you sure about this?" asked Denji Red. "Just trust me," said Boken Red. "That sword is going to destroy this monster." I guess we don't have a choice, said Denjimen. Back at the Vader fortress, Queen Hedron lost her temper once more. What? I've been double-crossed, said Queen Hedron. Those were real diamonds we gave. My queen, we still have other plans. Please be patient, said General Hedder. You better! By the way, do take some rest so you can think of better ways to kill the Denjimen, said Queen Hedron, frustrated. Fortunately for her, the United Alliance of Evil already left with the diamonds, even if they failed the mission. Friends, we've got to go now, said Satoru. I hope your older selves will meet us in the future. From the future? Are you kidding? Said Daigoro Omi. Believe it or not, that's where we're from, said Umeko. But we have to go now. See ya! The search guard time train finally came in. The Denjimen had their eyes startled at it. Whoa, said IC, the robot dog. Maybe they're not kidding. The other Denjimen thought of it too. So this is a time travel device from the future, said Jun Kiyama. The watched as the train departed for the future. Satoru and his team got into the train once more. Now that they arrived back at home base. Billy, that was fun to get to work in the field as a mission doctor with you, said Ranru. Oh, thanks for the compliment. I've never had access to my greater genius if it weren't for you, Ranru, said Billy timidly. Oh, Billy, I was wondering if we can watch that documentary together as soon as work is done. It would be fun, you know, said Ranru with a smile. Oh, I think I know what's going on. Billy, maybe you never realized you just met the girl for you, said Adam teasingly. We're not dating, said Ranru and Billy, who then fell on top of each other as a closing scene. So let's recap. Half the chapter is wasted on Cole just fucking around. The Denjimen do basically nothing until the very end. Even the main team that's sent to the past really does nothing. It's mostly Billy and Ranru who's doing stuff. At Renn's expense, no less. Next week, we will not be joining forces with the past Sentai team. Rather, our heroes will be joining forces with what at the time was the current Super Sentai team, Kaizo Sentai Gokaiger. Or rather, Agzuki's version of them. Which is to say, inferior to the actual Gokaigers, to say the least.